think you could come out from behind that screen?
I'm scared. I'm nervous.
Are you or is someone you know addicted to buying from TV shopping channels or infomercials? If so, please call us at 1-800-93-SALLY.
Jimmy James return in a few minutes, but first, our next guest defied all the odds. She says for 34 years she didn't have a voice, and she's been working with this gentleman, Dr. Cooper, for about 4 weeks, and now really can talk again. Sylvia, you're going to talk, but you're going to talk the way you talked for 34 years. I think it's important that we hear the difference. What happened? You were 18, and what happened?
Well, I was 18 years old, and I had a tonsillectomy. And after the tonsillectomy, my voice got worse. I got a virus, and I got sicker and sicker. And by the time I got rid of the virus, I didn't have much of a voice. It would come and go. Sometimes it would almost be normal. But most of the time, it was never normal.
Doctor, what is that called?
It's called the strangled voice spasmodic dysphonia.
And what causes it?
The talking in the lower throat. My take on it is that it's misuse and abuse. The medical community is saying it's an unknown cause, and they look to medical or neurological cause, and I'm reporting cures of this condition for over 25 years.
Okay.
By direct voice rehabilitation. It's a different approach.
She's such a beautiful woman, and she sounds like a very old woman.
Yeah, when I spoke with her by phone when she called.
You thought you were going to talk to somebody who's what?
120.
120. That must be very embarrassing. I would think so. How did you find the doctor?
Well, I went through 34 years of searching. I tried absolutely everything. I went to every doctor imaginable.
It's like I'm talking to a different person.
You are?
Oh, yeah.
You are?
Oh, that's so scary. So you tried everything. I'm sorry.
And as a last resort, I had tried botulism 4 times. And after I had the Botox treatments, my voice got worse. It got so bad that I was only able to whisper. And I thought, what else? I have no recourse. And they wanted me to come back for additional Botox injections to adjust the dosage, but they'd already adjusted it 3 times. And it just got worse. So I decided to go with a maverick over here, Dr. Cooper. And I thought, what else do I have to lose? 34 years, and I had nothing to lose.
She is so pretty that she was in beauty pageants, but you didn't have to speak very much, did you?
Oh, yeah, I just walked on stage, and they said, hey, she looks good.
That's it. Dr. Martin Cooper is the author of Stop Committing Voice Suicide and Change Your Voice, Change Your Life. And he says he can change anyone's voice. What do you want to ask him?
Oh, I don't want to ask him anything. I'm just saying that after 4 weeks, my personality is back. I had become withdrawn, reclusive. I had gone to psychiatrists, acupuncturists, every kind of doctor you could think of. And all of a sudden, when I got my voice back, it's like, hey, the old girl's back. Look out.
What's the most common voice problem?
The most common voice problem is a tired voice, a misused voice, it fatigues. But she had no voice. I told her when she called me that I believe I can help her come in. And she tried everything. Her speech therapist wasn't able to help her. She heard me at a medical conference, and she referred her in. How long did it take me to find your real voice?
Well, it took my real voice, he picked up in about 5 seconds. Really?
I have somebody for you. Can you... we have somebody who would like to change her life. Her name is Kelly. Do you think you could help her?
if Kelly wants to change, I believe I can help almost everyone.
Ah, okay.
The individual has to want to change. If they find that the voice is rewarding for them, and
I think she
they won't
wants
change.
to. We're going to let you work with Kelly, and maybe we can get Kelly to come out from behind the screen, and we'll just see what happens. Also, we're going to put you with some of our other guests.
I'd be delighted.
We will be right back.
I want you to count to 5 again with a lower pitched voice and give this audience the new voice.
Yeah, the real macho.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And the old voice, go back to the old voice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's fabulous.
For free tickets to be in the Sally Show audience, call 212-244-3595. Are you or is someone you know addicted to buying from TV shopping channels or infomercials? If so, please call us at 1-800-93-SALLY and tell us your story.
Na 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 na.
Well, we have people who want to change their voices and people who don't want to change their voices. I hope Jimmy James does not want to change his voice. But you know what I noticed? When you impersonated different people, your face changed to look like their face.
A lot of times, part of the impersonating the voice is that they change the mouth and how they hold it.
Like Bette Davis. You began to look like Bette Davis while I was watching this. We've known Jimmy a while, and if any of you are ever in P-Town, go and view him. He's got a lot of CDs out, and they're available through his website, whatever.
JimmyJames.com. The One in Many Voices is available on the...
So you see, instead of getting a lot of stars, you get one guy who can do it all. He's better at party anyhow. Earlier in the show, we met Kelly and Doug. Now, I'm going to assume Lisa doesn't want to change her voice. I'm going to assume, is that right? Do you?
No, not really.
Okay. Jimmy doesn't want to change his voice. What about you, KJ?
Oh, no.
She doesn't want to change.
No.
So, we have people who do and people who don't. Doug is having a hard time in life because his voice sounds like that of a woman, and Kelly has found it easier to hide from society because her voice is so deep and it scares people. And I think that, Sylvia, you were in that situation, weren't you?
Oh, yeah, a lot of people never wanted to talk to me.
Maybe you should talk to Kelly.
I think so.
Kelly, do you think you could come out from behind that screen and we could get the doctor to help you?
I'm scared. I'm nervous.
All right. What is wrong with Kelly's voice, do you think? Is it the same thing that was wrong with Sylvia?
Yes, Kelly is talking in the lower throat, squeezing. And you can get a strangled voice. 25% of the population talks in the lower throat. They don't realize how dangerous it is. You can get nodules, polyps, contact ulcers. You can lose your voice. You can get the strangled voice.
Okay. Could we have Kelly come out from behind? Kelly, come on out and let's let the doctor talk to you a bit. How are we going to know with Kelly whether it's a medical thing or not?
I can work with her and find out.
Even if it is or if it isn't. All right, and then Doug, too. What do you think Doug's problem is?
Doug
has a very high voice.
Post-puberty, his voice did not change, and he has to change to get a much better, more effective voice. He can get a male voice. Nearly every bad voice has an excellent prognosis by direct voice rehabilitation. I've been reporting my success, a 98% success I published in 1974 in a major journal in my field. 98% success with bad and troubled voices.
By the way, the
that's
doctor
pretty high.
himself had this problem. Squeaky, you don't want to change your voice, do you? No. Okay, we got 2 people that we're going to send backstage to...
They can change if they want.
Huh?
They have the opportunity to get it better.
We're going to send 2 people, am I right, backstage with you. And we're going to kind of do a voice makeover, and we'll be right back.
I want you to count to 5 again with a lower pitched voice and give this audience the new voice.
Yeah, the real macho.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And the old voice, go back to the old voice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's fabulous!
Are you or is someone you know addicted to buying from TV shopping channels or infomercials? If so, please call us at 1-800-93-SALLY and tell us your story.
Magic of television time has passed, and I have changed my clothes, you notice. Dr. Cooper!
Yes.
Let's start with Doug. Now, we said that Doug had not found his voice after puberty. Is that correct?
That's correct.
How were you talking to me when you first came? And I said, tell me what it's like being a single father. What did you say?
It's hard, you know, you have good days and bad days, but, you know, I'm not the only single parent either, you know, so.
Okay. Now, you've worked with Dr. Cooper not terribly long, and I assume this thing takes practice.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and tell me now about your daughter. How old is she?
My daughter is 5 years old.
I don't see a difference in the voice.
Oh, Doug, would you stand up for me?
Okay.
Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
I want you to say 1 in the lower pitched voice.
1.
Count. I want you to count to 5 with that voice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Using the C spot.
How long will it take him if he goes... Do you understand it enough to practice now? How long will it take him if he goes home and practices?
It's up to him.
It's up to
Doug is the key. How long have you had this other voice?
Ever since I...
Goes
No.
up.
He's going
Now, wait a minute,
up.
let's go. Now, I want you to say right in the lower pitch.
Right.
His voice is there. He has to practice, and that's what I'm all about. Most people accept the strangled voice. That needs hands-on. And he has to do it for himself. He asks the same question, how long? The question is answered by Doug. He practices daily. And I want you to count to 5 again with the lower pitched voice and give this audience the new voice.
Yeah, the real macho.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And the old voice, go back to the old voice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's fabulous! Let's go to Kelly. What about Kelly? Kelly, you were talking to me and you were telling me about your life.
Yes.
And tell me about your nice husband.
He's a wonderful man.
Is he?
Yes, he is.
And he cares a great deal about
Yes,
you.
he does.
Okay. What have you done now?
Kelly, stand up. Are you ready? Okay. This is the C spot. I want you to count to 5 in a new voice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Now, it's a feminine voice.
Now, count in the old voice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Nobody's
So
going to
you can
mistake
hear
her
the
for a woman in a higher pitched voice, and then gradually it's going to come down lower.
It'll come lower.
Yes, but first I'm raising the pitch to go up to the face because she's squeezing from the lower throat. That's where most pathology or trouble voices come from. And if you continue to squeeze from there, you can get the strangled voice, and there are millions of people suffering from it, and they don't know there's help and there are cures for it.
Boy.
And 98%, as I indicated, have an excellent prognosis. I've reported
Kelly,
that.
you'd be able to go anywhere. Are you going to practice at home?
Yes, I am.
Say that, yes, I am.
Yes, I am.
All right, Kelly, say hello to that audience.
We will be right back.